Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Hello viewers, welcome to the Fast Profits Daily. Myself Bridget Bhatia. This video is focusing on artificial intelligence or AI, what we say into the technical analysis. Well, AI has taken over the world into a new dimensions. We are everyone in the world are now having mobile and smart mobile or smart devices are keeping the manual work on a lower scale for the human beings. Well, into the technical analysis, and there are various points that one should understand into the technical analysis for artificial intelligence. One is the coding, and which is the most important part into the AI world. Python being the language where most of the people code into the technical analysis. Julia is the new one, which is the advanced level to the Python. And as a technical analyst or as a trader, should you learn this kind of coding system called Python or Julia uh, and look for the trading or technical analysis? Well, that's an always a debatable topic. Some firm hire the coders, code their systems for them, but when it comes to the retailers, do you really need this coding system? Should you learn these coding languages which are Python? Well, I remember that when 20 years or 2 decades ago, when my brother was studying into the Microsoft languages called C++ or the Java, which is now taken over with the most advanced languages. So should you learn this, and what kind of knowledge you need? Well, into the YouTube world or into the internet world, all kind of videos are freely available for you to learn this coding, but it's not an easy task to code each and every stuff you want. uh, Now if you look at apart from Python, when if you just go to the Google and type AutoML, AUTOML, you'll get a huge library of from the Google coding, which will really help you to generate your own trading system. But still, for me or any kind of for a layman, that system or that coding language could be very much difficult coming into the writing onto their languages. So I believe that see, that's it's always a debatable. Should you learn to code your system, or should you hire? If you are able to afford or hiring, or there are n number of freelancers available into the world which can help you to code your studies or to code your systems. Well, we have a software now which can identify the patterns into the systems. The patterns like head and shoulder into the technical analysis, the patterns like harmonics, pattern likes, even if you look at the Elliott waves, which will, if you just code it, and it will automatically show you on your screen that XYZ pattern is forming out, triangle is forming out, channel is forming out, auto trend line system is available into the coding. But do they really help you out? I believe at some point of time, yes, it helps you out to identify some kind of pattern will developing out. But again, if you manually plot the head and shoulder, and the auto systems which plots your head and shoulder, there won't be much difference. But when you are plotting it manually, you understand that the probability system has worked in XYZ stock. For example, if you look at the Nifty, if you go through the backtesting results, head and shoulder on the Nifty has a very low success percentage. If I look at the triangle structure onto the Nifty or channel structure onto the Nifty, even short term and the long term, it has a higher success percentage. So you know, such kind of systems, when you do manual testing or when you do the automated back testing, it really helps out. So you need to understand what kind of system you are developing. And there is always a myth that technical analysis is a tool to trade. Again, as I said, basically if you look at the technical analysis, it's just a one piece on price. If you, everything is calculated based on price. So if you don't believe in technical analysis, which means that you don't believe in the price. And as I said, historically, if you look at what is technical, is the data, the price action data is used to predict the future prices. So if you don't believe in technical analysis, which means that you don't believe in the price of the stock, price of the asset class, or XYZ, whatever. So technical analysis plays a key important role. So again, as I say, if you look at the difference between algo over here and the artificial intelligence into the technical analysis, technical analysis is really into the technical analysis, it helps you to identify the patterns. Algos are basically used for execution purposes, and now if you know the technical analysis, you know the systems which you are developing, then it will definitely help you to execute your systems. What are the advantages if you are looking artificial intelligence or machine learning or the algos, whatever? The most important is you don't need to scan thousands of stocks manually. The system will throw the stocks at you, which will really help you out to do it. Second is the coding into the ranking system. As I said, if you look at the backtesting numbers, as I said, Head and Shoulder has a slightly less percentage, so you can rank Head and Shoulder onto the Nifty at the lower level. If you can rank channel or the triangle at the higher level on the Nifty, which will really help you out. So ranking systems here helps a lot when you want to do I would say the machine learning or artificial intelligence. So it will throw you that the Nifty pattern is at XYZ rank, and if that systems help you to rank on the higher side, it definitely a good trading setup which you have ranked as per your experience or as per the backtested numbers. Again, the AI definitely helps you to do the backtesting. As I said, there are a number of people I know who do backtesting into the Excels, and they, because again they know how to use that Excel onto the macro levels as well. So you need to understand that as well. And multiple analysis can be done using the machine learnings because that can't be done on the manual. So in case, for example, you want to look for an outperformance of Tata Motors against the Maruti. So it will definitely look or show the structure when Tata Motors have performed, when it has underperformed against the Maruti, when Maruti has performed against the auto sector, when Maruti has performed against the Nifty. So on a click, on a coding, on a click, you will definitely find an easy to access this. So should you look for or learn this coding language? I would say it is not necessary, because most of the software in the available now help you to do the easy run the easy technical query. And there are few some of the softwares which I would slightly name it out, depending upon their pricing you can choose out and you can just have a trial. Bloomberg is the one which is again on a slightly expensive side. AmiBroker, which really helps you out to implement your studies into the software. Again, it's an you have to buy the software and you have to buy the data for AmiBroker, what kind of markets, whatever kind of markets you are trading into. Plus, you have a number of libraries available for AmiBroker systems. There are a number of people who are doing freelancing on coding onto the AmiBroker in case you want to at a slightly lower price depending upon the area. So I have done a couple of queries done for myself for charging somewhere around 2,500 3,000 rupees, and it really helps you out. So you can use AmiBroker to code your studies. Third is the Iris Plus from this Spider, which is costing somewhere around 55,000-60,000 rupees, and that could be again it has a technical query inbuilt which you can add up, and so you don't need that coding system for you to throw the stocks in front of you, the scanning. TradePoint is the one software which is slightly available, I guess around 30-35,000 rupees per year, which helps you to find scanner. And the most advantage of this TradePoint is that it helps you to do backtest data as well. So if you are running a system, you can do the backtesting of that system, how it has thrown the number of trades, the profit, the loss, the strike rate, depending upon, and you can tweak the whatever the systems you like. So this kind of software are some of the softwares which will really help you. TradingView is the one which is again where you can code your own system or on your trading parameters, and it will show you the signals of buys and sells. So this kind of softwares are freely available, where you don't need to learn Python, you don't need to learn Julia, you don't need to learn macros of Excel, and there they are easy to scam a number of stocks for you. So again, this is not promoting any software for you, but again, coding is not the part. If you want to do machine learning or machine trading, there are a number of algos format where we have done a video on algo, indicating that a number of service provider are there who can help you out to do your create your own algo and execute on their database on the systems. So don't need to implement which are cost heavy technologies into your trading arena for this coding or algo systems. So signing off, Brijesh Bhatia.
Our new research uncovers some shocking truths behind today's hottest investment opportunity: electric vehicles. Don't invest your money in EV stocks before seeing our research. Click here to sign up for our special event to know it all for free.